Okay, moving on to discounts, basically the opposite of sales tax. So first of all, our vocab here. A discount is basically the decrease in the original price of an item. So discount, we're thinking of subtracting, whereas sales tax, we were adding back on. Another word for discount is on sale, or when your mom has a coupon. Those are all discounts. They're taking away from the total amount. All right. Once again, we have a hint. Anytime a percent is missing, please use percent of change. Now you see how important percent of change formula is, correct? All right, moving down here to our steps. So here's your example. A sweatshirt that usually costs $39.79 was on sale for 33% off. What is the cost of the sweatshirt before tax? So this is before we add the tax on, because we're not really going to combine discount and tax at the same time. I just want you to think about discount. Okay, so obviously it's not a percent of change because we have the percent. So when you have the percent, this is what you need to do. Step 1, we are going to multiply the original cost and the percent of discount. So multiply the original cost and the percent of discount. This will give you the amount that you will then have to subtract or save. So let's write the amount you will save, which is really the amount of discount. Okay, so using our example up here, we have $39.79, and we're timesing it by our 33%, or I like to use the decimal form of that, so 0.33 or 0.33. And when we do that, we get $13.13. So remember, we like to go to the nearest hundredth, and that will tell us money. All right, so that tells us how much we have saved on this item. Now, this is where it's different from sales tax. We then have to subtract, because we're saving that amount, this number from the original price, and that will give you your answer. So when we do that for our example here, we're going to take our original price of $39.79 and subtract $13.13. And when we do that, let's see if I can do it without my calculator and get it correct. If I left myself enough space, that is. So it looks like $26.66. Okay? And that is a dollar amount, so we put our dollar sign, and there is our answer. That is how much we will pay for the item, of course, before tax. Okay? And I do this all the time when I go to the store, especially if like I have the coupon, the ad with me, then I can easily find out how much I'm going to have to basically pay for the item before tax. All right, let's look at these togethers and then pause and tries. First of all, this one, it says that we have the original amount of $20, the percent of discount is 20%, and we want to find the sale price, how much we're going to have to pay for it. So we take our 20 and we times it by 20%, so I'm going to write 0.2. Hope that's okay with everyone. And when we do that, we get $4. And so that means that I'm then going to subtract $4 from the total amount, because I want to know the sale price, and my answer then is $16. Okay? All right, so this one, $95 times 0.35, and I get $33.25. Okay, so then I take 95 and subtract 33.25, and so my total price, or I should say my sale price, is $61.75. Okay? You guys are loving these colors, aren't you? All right, this one right here is a little bit different. Do you see how we have the percents and we have the sale price, but we don't have what we started with? So these are a little bit tricky. We have to kind of go about them a little bit backwards. And so I want you to pay close attention to those, okay? Okay, so on these ones, first we have to find we have to go backwards and find opposite of things here. So if we have 75%, the opposite of 75% is 25%. And really all I did was take 100 and subtract 75. So you can always just take 100% because everything's out of, percents are out of 100. And so I know that I'm dealing with 25%. Now, you knew that we multiplied here to get this amount. And so instead of multiplying, we're going to actually divide. So now we're going to take the 50, and divide it by 25% or 0.25. Okay? And that should give us our answer. So let's make sure it makes sense here. So 55.5 divided by 0.25, and we get $222. All right, so $222. Now, if we think about this, we started with $222. We took a 75% discount. We end up with $55.50. So let's check and make sure we're correct. I'm going to take the 222 and times it by my 75%, so 0.75. Okay, so 222 times 0.75 is $166.50. Now remember, we like to subtract when we're talking about discounts, so I'm going to take the 222 and I'm now going to subtract my amount of discount. And did I end up with what my sale price was? Yes. So we did this correctly. So instead of multiplying, you're now dividing, and you have to take into consideration the opposite of this because we're taking out this idea of adding and subtracting this back in. Okay? All right, so let's do another one like that. This one right here, we have 100 minus 40. So I know that this is 60%. The opposite of 40 is 60. And so I'm going to take my $78 and divide it by my 0.6. I hope you're okay with me jumping to that. And then 78 divided by 0.6 is 130. And so that means that the original price of this is $130. But when I got a 40% discount, I only ended up paying $78 for it. All right, here's some that you can pause and try on your own. When you come back, you'll have the answers. Okay, here are your answers. You'll notice that this first one and the third one, we just had to multiply and then subtract. And then these two, the second and fourth, we were actually finding the percent of discount, which we didn't do any of these over here, so we had to do percent of change. And I showed you those formulas as well. All right, come with any questions you have tomorrow.